Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the best ROJA fragrances for summer. Now this is a very prestigious brand known for their very complex fragrances. And today we're going to be reviewing some of the more popular choices for summer. So first we're going to start off with Oceania, and this fragrance was launched in 2019 and has very quickly became a household name from ROJA, a very popular staple from the brand. And as the name would imply, this is going to be a very blue, kind of oceanic fragrance that is very elevated. So the notes in here, we have grapefruit and lavender with mandarin and lemon, lime, rosemary with a floral mid of violet, jasmine, ylang ylang, and geranium, with a very dynamic base of moss, musk, juniper berries, cedar, vetiver, sandalwood, benzoin, galbanum. It is truly gorgeous. It immediately feels very complex. Citrusy in the opening with this really nice, beautiful kind of sea breeze element, but not typically blue. You also get this really nice kind of borderline minty, camphorous greenness in the opening, and it really blooms after you get this citrusy opening. It's a very, very juicy scent, but also very grounded at the same time. And it's pretty sweet, almost even borderline kind of like sugary sweet, but not done in a syrupy, thick way. It comes off more as like, almost like crystallized sugar in the scent. Very natural smelling, and the woodiness in the base kind of comes off more like almost like a salty driftwood. I think that's really where you're going to get this more blue kind of ocean feel from the scent, is in the woods in the base. Very natural, fresh, clean, and blue. In the base, you're going to get a pretty big dose of vetiver with this driftwood, with a very soft overall floral feeling. It's pretty subtle in the scent. It kind of comes off more as just a really nice supporting floral element in the background. Overall, this is a perfect, very elegant, versatile summer scent. This is the type of fragrance that you can wear anytime, any place, and it's going to fit into that situation. Casual, dressy, date night, day to day, running errands, having a lunch, really any situation, even the gym, the office, anything you want to wear this to, it's going to work in that situation. It will work seamlessly. You can never go wrong wearing this type of scent profile. So universally lovable. It's very easy to see why Oceania has captured the hearts of many. So next up, we're going to talk about Elysium Eau Intense. And this is a ROJA fragrance that I have been really, really loving lately. Another aromatic, very uplifting, fresh fragrance, but packs a bit of a punch and has a big personality. Very carefree and effortless, but very, very attractive. It opens with this really creamy, citrusy grapefruit and lime with lavender, artemisia, and rhubarb. You're going to get a pretty big presence of rhubarb that really just comes out more and more as the scent dries. All the way into the dry down, this rhubarb note kind of unveils itself more and more as it dries. Has black currant as well. Once again, very soft florals in this. It's not going to feel like a floral fragrance at all. It's just more of a supporting note to keep the fragrance more balanced. And it also adds a really beautiful elegance. Orange blossom, lily of the valley, tuberose, and jasmine. We have apple, that very famous ROJA, rose de mai, a nice sparkling juniper berry, very lightly spiced. You're not going to get anything too spicy in Elysium Eau Intense. And I love that as it dries, you get more of this ambergris and violet. It really gives it a sophistication and a little bit of a coastal element as well. It's very, very, very sexy, alluring, ultra, ultra attractive, very playful and classy at the same time. I absolutely love it. So of course we have to talk about Isola Blu. Now this was released last year and is already gaining a lot of attention and popularity. This is going to feel like more of a very festive scent to me. Still very classic and very masculine. It has a subtle coconut note that ROJA sometimes likes to add to their fragrances. Just adds a little oomph. And this opens way more playful than the last two. Definitely has like this very like I'm on vacation type of vibe. Like I'm on the beach, I'm not working, I'm not doing anything serious. I just want to have a good time and I'm in a good mood. It's what this embodies for me. And also opens very strong with a very like condensed presence about it. It's definitely going to open with a bang, stronger than the last two. It has a little bit of a tart citrus with lavender and thyme. The mid has a little bit of fruitiness with apple and black currant and coconut. We have orange blossom and champaca and lily with a base of cedar, birch, pink pepper, cut grass. I'm going to go ahead and say vetiver because this definitely has vetiver in it, with leather, vanilla, and tonka bean. I really like this fun twist that the coconut gives. It's not going to be a coconut dominant scent, but it does have it in there. It just adds more to the tropical, carefree vibe of the fragrance. This gets compared a lot to Terre d'Hermes, and I can understand that. I wouldn't say that it's the same at all. Like, I wouldn't say, oh, go buy Terre d'Hermes, it's the same thing. This is obviously going to be way better with a little interesting twist. It's going to smell just more refined and rich compared to Terre d'Hermes. But yes, the DNA is going to feel familiar, but there is something about the way that ROJA twists this scent that gives it like a very playful, carefree, vacation energy that I keep talking about. Very high quality take on this DNA. Amazing performance and sillage. It's really an impression maker and smells very hot and sophisticated on a man. Definitely going to be the most classy fragrance that we've talked about so far, like the most dressy. It's interesting the contrast that you'll find in this, because on one hand it's very tropical, carefree, but on the other hand it's also ultra masculine. It's absolutely stunning. And of course we also have to talk about the newest release, Isola Sol, part of the Isola collection. Now this is going to be taking things in a more like super tropical forward direction, more fruity floral as well, like super fruity floral. The notes in here are delicious. We have apricot and lemon, peach and orange and petitgrain, jasmine, ylang ylang, the same coconut note, a little more pronounced in here though, with neroli, musk, salt, and sandalwood and cedar. This opens so pretty. It is absolutely beautiful. Immediately when this opens, you get this gorgeous, very enveloping peach note and ylang ylang. Very fruity in the opening with a very juicy, ripe peach. And apricot as well. They kind of go hand in hand with a very strong yellow floral presence. It is definitely very delicate and very feminine leaning. But in the right scenario with a guy that really loves to wear fruity floral scents, this can definitely be unisex. You're going to get way more of a coconut presence than Isola Blu. Very summery, very beachy. It has a really beautiful amorous wood that is also very strong in the scent. It smells like Miami Beach. It smells like a vacation. Literally summer in a bottle. Very festive and happy. It's a really great release from ROJA. So next up we have another 2024 release. We have Elysium Femme. And you guys, I do not think that I've seen a more beautiful bottle in my entire life. It is so pretty. I am obsessed with what ROJA is doing with their packaging for their feminine fragrances. And this is going to be floral, but also very, very fresh and citrusy. Also fruity, beachy with a lot of florals, but you're gonna get more of a emphasis on this sweeter, kind of fruity, citrusy side. Very zesty, citric, and uplifting. Super feminine, sweet and girly, very like tutti fruity, almost even candy sweet, but not over the top. Once again, it's not going to come off like sweet in a syrupy or synthetic or like dense way. It has a very like airy element about the scent. Really perfectly done. This has blackberry and orange with peach, bergamot, magnolia and freesia, lily of the valley, ylang ylang, rose, jasmine, peony, violet, musk, pink pepper, sandalwood, cedar, and vanilla. This is definitely going to feel more youthful. Definitely not juvenile, but just a little more like, there's a nice youthful like aura about it. Just very outgoing and energizing. Very pinky. I cannot wait to see more bottles like this coming from ROJA. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Seriously, if there is a woman in your life, this would be the perfect gift to give her. Oh my gosh, this in itself is a piece of work. Like, just imagine, like any girl on the planet would be so happy to have this sitting on her vanity. Just looking at the bottle is gorgeous. I love it. I absolutely love it. It smells sweet, but does not smell cheap whatsoever. Extremely high quality, of course, in very typical ROJA fashion. There is no like low quality smelling ROJA on the planet. Extreme quality materials are used in these scents, bottles to juice. Seriously, some of the best of the best. And I wanted to do an honorable mention. Now, I don't have a bottle of this, but I know that it's very popular and I have smelled it many times. And I do really love it, and it is very high up on my wish list, and that is Burlington 1819. It's just so iconic that I think that it's worth mentioning. Very citrusy, zesty, once again, very uplifting with a bitter orange note that I absolutely love. And what's cool about Burlington 1819 is that it has a very cool contrast between the opening and the base. It has a really cool twist in the base. There's rum, ginger, and tobacco, ambergris and cashmere wood, cinnamon, saffron, benzoin, and cedar. And it's interesting because even with those darker notes, it somehow maintains a very like uplifting, fresh, zesty like profile throughout the whole life of this scent. Killer good in the summer. It's a great like citrus and grapefruit scent mixed with that ginger. It gives it a little bit of a tangy side. So that was just some of my favorite ROJA fragrances for the summer for men and for women, but technically most of these are all unisex. I personally love to wear all of them, and you can find all of these fragrances over at Twisted Lily to buy and to sample. I think it's worth mentioning because I think a lot of people don't realize that Twisted Lily is also a fantastic place to get samples of niche fragrances. And of course, these ROJAs are quite pricey. They have a big price tag, so it's always worth just picking up a sample for anywhere from $8 to like $15 max, just to make sure that you really love the scent before investing in a full-size bottle. So if you're interested in trying, buying, sampling any of these fragrances that I mentioned, they're all going to be linked in the description below with Twisted Lily, and I have a code with them, Erica10, will save you 10% off. So thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to know what your favorite ROJA fragrance is for the summer, so please leave a comment below and let us all know. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.